Hello and welcome. I am Hill from Game for Life PG, and today I'm going to play Scenario 3 of Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. And if you haven't seen my first or second, I would recommend you to go and watch the first scenario first before watching this, because I'm just going to carry on from where we left from Scenario 2. I have already set up this scenario, or kind of, the most of it. Anyway. Okay, so for the last time we finished Scenario 2, so we had 35 money, and then we got new items, and we can then purchase some items. And I have looked through the items, and then I have selected 2, and I actually also need to pay for them. So if we look at, first we have Luna, our human Voidwarden, and I selected 2 cards for her. I selected this healing potion. We can use it once per game. We're going to lose it. It costs 10 coins. During your turn, perform a heal free on yourself. And she only starts with 6 in health, so I think this would be a good one for her. And then this one, winged shoes. During your movement, add jump to the entire move action, and this one costs 15. So that is 25. So she's going to have 10 coins left. So we can cross this one out and then add 10 to her sheet. So she now only has 10 coins. And then for Chili, I have chosen also the winged shoes, so she can also jump. And then an iron spear. And this iron spear costs 20. And during your single target melee attack ability, attack one enemy within 2 hexes. So she can actually attack one more time. And this one we can use again and again, but we can only use it once per turn until we rest again. And in this scenario, we cannot only do, it has to be a long rest. And this is a new thing. You can, for an action, choose to rest. Before, in scenario 1 and 2, we only made short rest. After we had made a turn, then we could make a short rest where we would randomly lose a card. But in this one, we are going to if you do a long rest, then you get to choose which one of the discarded cards you're going to lose, and then you can heal 2 times. But it's also a turn, so there's one turn when you don't get to do anything, and if there are any enemies near you, they could still attack you even though you are resting. So that is actually something of what is going to happen in the new scenario here. So our third scenario is the black ship, and that was the one we got to add to our board when we finished our last one. So we had this one added. So we are going to this space, and we still need to kill all enemies, and then we have our introduction. Scenario 3, the black ship. Goal, kill all enemies. Introduction. After getting your fill of stew and plenty of rest at the Sleeping Lion, you start off early in the morning. The first order of business is looking for information on someone named Roland. He seems to be making a trade out of buying fresh corpses, and you'd like to know why. It's slow going at first, but you eventually find a pair of wormlings down in the sinking market who seem overly interested in cadaver disposal. After some rough persuasion, they cough up that they too are being paid by a man named Roland to deliver bodies. They even give you a drop-off location, some derelict ship at the old docks. You head down to the pier and look around. It doesn't take long to spot the suspicious vessel. Not only is it leaking some vile black liquid from the hull, but there are 2 men wearing red robes standing guard outside the dock. They notice you eyeing them and begin making threatening gestures for you to move along. Looks like getting to the bottom of this is going to require cracking a few more skulls. And in scenario 3 we have some difficulty terrain added, and this requires 2 movement to move through one of these spaces with the purple line. So we have a lot of it on our board. We have here, this is a door. We have 3 rooms. We are starting out here, and then we have, this is a room, and then this is a location, and this is a location. It is actually the dock. This is a ship we are going on to. And all this purple, this is difficulty areas. So when we are going to move through here, it requires 2 movement. But if we jump over them, then it doesn't require any extra movement. And that is kind of also why I chose jump for both of them. There were also some shoes where you could add +1 to them. And I did think about doing it for her, but instead I took these where they can be able to jump. Okay, and then we have new mechanics. We are going to have some cards that can gain us XP. So that is why I have pointed out these thingies, because we have 2 new cards, which I will show you in a moment. And then we're going to have something called shield and the jump. That is the shoes we have. And then we have some cards where you can have them in your area, and then you're going to place tokens on them as you are going to activate the cards. But we will look at that when we most likely will play one of the cards. And then we have added poison, wound, and curse. And if we have a poison, if you are attacked, you will always get +1 in attack bonus if you are attacked and you have poison, or if your enemy has poisoned. If you have a wound on you, then at the start of your turn you are going to suffer 1 damage. You can get rid of the poison if you heal yourself, but you're not. Then all your heal is just going to removing the poison. And if you are wounded, you are still you can remove the wound, but you will still get the healing ability. And if you have a curse, then you're going to get one of these curse cards into your deck, which is a miss. And you can also get some positive, a blessing. If you get a blessing, you will get one of these 2 times, where you can multiply with 2 for your attack. And then we have the long rests, where you for a turn can do a long rest. That we are definitely going to see. On this one, we have this icon up here where we have number 2. This means you need this book, where at some point we need to look at page 2 to see this, and that is for the ending. If we successfully have managed to complete this scenario, then we can read what we will, the success criteria for this scenario. Okay, she also needs to pay for her 2 cards, and that is all her money, so she's going to be left with 0 coins. 0 gold, not coins, because each coin is worth 2 gold. Okay, they have both full health, and they have both added 2 cards, and that is something that was written here, that we needed to take the first 2 number 1 ability cards, so they have a hand of 8 cards. So instead of just 6, we have 2 more cards. And she got these 2. She has got these 2 new cards, where you can, 1 ally within range 3 can get a shield of 1, and the same ally may perform a move 2. If you use the bottom part, this is where we also are going to lose the card, but here we would start it at the start of your next 5 turns, perform a curse in a range of 2. This means I can put a curse cards into the decks of our enemies. I wouldn't want to put it on ourselves. And the other card she has is heal, range 2, up to 2 targets. And all allies who remove poison, they will also get a blessing. And with this one, we can force all enemies in range 3 to move 1 space, and we will control where they're going to move. So not just 1, but all of them. So that is the 2 cards added to her. And our Chili here, she also got 2 cards. This one, attack 3, add +2 attack, and gain 1 if the target is adjacent to a wall. So with this one, it's good to attack people. So here we are going to gain XP if we attack people that are adjacent to a wall. And with the bottom part, she can move 2 spaces. 1 adjacent enemy that is adjacent to a wall suffers 2 damage. And with this card, on your next 2 attacks, add +2. So for 2 rounds we can add +2 and we are going to gain an XP. And we are not going to lose the card. That is a good thing. And with this one, if we really need to move, we can double the value of your next move ability. So we can have this, and then the next time we're going to move, then this card is going to be activated. So that is the cards. Then we have new enemies. But for the first room, we only have this one. That is called Zealot. And the Zealot we have, they have 6 in health for the normal one. Move 2 spaces, give 2 in damage. And if you have the elite, then they would have 8 in health, move 2, give 3 damage, and they will also wound us. Each time they would attack, they would give a wound. But as I see it, we don't have any elite of these when we are playing with 2 players. And then we will look at that one when he comes into play, because first we're going to start with 1 white of each of these. So we are going to start here, and we have these 2. And I have taken them by random. And then on here we can choose our heroes. They're going to start there. And I will take you closer to the board. But let's just look at, we have the second room. And then we have our third room over here. We need to choose where we're going to start. And I know this guy also always wants to be close to them, right? But what are their stats? They're going to move 2 spaces. I haven't looked at these cards, so I don't know what they're going to do. And the same with this one. I haven't looked at the cards for them. So I don't know, but they can move 2 spaces. I think this one, 1, 2, 3. I think this one would like to start here. Maybe we will take him here. Yeah, I think we will start like this. We are going to start. This is going to be exciting. I have no idea what these guys are going to do. But they do move a lot and they have 6 in health. Ooh, they have 6 in health. And they'll deal 2 in damage. By the way, with our jump, we can also jump over the enemies. We can also jump over obstacles. And we can jump over these areas. But you always need to land on an empty space. And you can't land on a space like this because then it requires 2 movement and when you're jumping. Or maybe if you have 2 left of your jump, you might be able to. I don't think so actually. I think you need to land in a normal space. Okay, we need to just start and grab some cards. So I will grab some cards and bring you back when I have decided. Alright guys, after really thinking about it, I have come to decisions on which cards I'm going to choose. So for this, our Luna, she has 23 and Chili has 20. So, and then we need to look at this and I'm super excited about what they have. 77 is the first time I'm going to look at these. It has -1 in movement. It will attack with -1 and it will deal poison when it attacks. Oh boy. Oh boy. They will deal. Oh, some of us might be poisoned then. Okay. So they are going last. Hopefully we will be able to kill both of them. And then we have Chili is going first. So that is our Demolitionist. Then our Voidwarden, Luna. And then the Zealot. Okay, so they are going first. Now let's take a look at the cards we have chosen here. So I'm planning on doing the top part where we're going to attack. And for the bottom part, I'm going to use this one. And this is a new card. We are going to move 2 spaces and then one adjacent enemy that is adjacent to a wall suffers 2 damage. And a wall, all the other sides here, they are counted as wall. So that is the edges, that is wall. Also in here, this is wall. So I will say that this must also be a wall, right? Even though we are outside, then I think it's considered a wall when you're out to the edges. Even though the wall is you're going to fall into the water if you fall out, I think. Could I push them to the water? Nah, I don't think so. They can't go out of the spaces. Okay, so we are going to first move 2 spaces. Going to move 1. And maybe we should move 2 like this. Then, because it's adjacent to a wall here, it's going to get 2 damage, and it's number 3. That is how I'm going to interpret this. This was number 3. 3, 3, 3. And then we are going to do our attack with this card. So it's a 3 attack. So hopefully, oh, they have 6 in health. We need to get up at a 4 to kill it. Ooh, boop, 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 boop. -2. Man, we're only going to give it 1 in damage then. That was not lucky. That was not lucky. So it's just going to have 3. Oh, I hoped for a +1 so we could have killed it on our first attack here. Well, it certainly didn't happen. Then we have this one. And with this one, I'm going to use the top part and the bottom part. Because we can force an enemy in within range 3 to do a 3 attack, and I can choose the enemy. And the same with this one, the bottom part, force an enemy within range 3 to do a 2 attack. So that is the one. So I'm going to use the top. So I'm going to use the top and the bottom part, where we're going to first attack on a 3 and then with an attack 2. But it's our enemy that is going to attack their own, because these 2 guys, they're standing next to each other. So let's start with the top part here. So we're going to say that this guy, he is 1, 2, 3 spaces away. He's going to attack him with 3. So let's draw 1 attack card. Oh, it's actually no, it's just an attack 3. 0, so +0, so he will get 3 in damage. So he's number 4. So 3 in damage for number 4. And then for the second one, that is the bottom part, he's going to do an attack 2. So hopefully we can get a +1 here. That would be awesome. Let's see. Just a 0. So he's going to have 5. He's going to be at 5. Oh my! I had hoped that we could have killed one of them, but they have 6 in health. 6 in health. Oh boy! Then it's their turn, and they are doing a normal melee attack with 1 in damage, because they have -1, but they are going to give poison. He's not going to move since he is adjacent to a target, so he is just going to attack with -1, and he's going to poison him afterwards. Ha! 0. So that is going to be 0. That is going to be 0. So 1 - 1, that is 0, but he is going to get the poison. So that means on the next attack, and he was number 3, so he acted first, and he is number 4, so he's going to act second. Actually, we have to remember to look at that. So he's poisoned, so we put it on his board. And this one, he's going to move 2 - 1, so he's going to move. He's not going to get closer, so he's actually not going to move, because if he stands here, it's still 2 spaces, so he's just going to stay put where he is. And he can't attack him because he needs to be adjacent. Because if he moves here, he still has 1 space to go to him. So if you can't get closer, they're just going to stay where they are at. So he needs to, every time he is targeted from now on, because he has the poison on him, then +1 is going to be added. So all attacks gain +1. Prevents healing. Remove when healed. So when we are healed, we are just going to remove the poison, and we are not going to be healed. Okay, that was the first round. Then we didn't have anything that needed to be shuffled again. So we are just going to draw 2 new cards. But he needs 3 and he only needs 1 in damage. And he is still adjacent to the wall. Yeah. Alright, I have finally decided on the cards again. So this one is going on 43. Oops. This one is going on 42. And let's see what they are going to do. 46. Wow, they are all close. And this one is going to attack on a range of 2. And they're going to do a model. And they have +1 on their attack. And they are not going to move. So they can both hit us at the moment. So hopefully we will be able to get rid of them first. So the order is the same. So he is going to act first. And with him, I have chosen the card where I can stun one target, one adjacent enemy. So he's going to use the bottom part and stun him. So he's not going to attack. So he is going to be stunned. And then he's going to attack him. First with 2 and then with 1. And then I will be able to push him 2 spaces and put a model on him. But of course the model doesn't matter when he's stunned. But let's see if he can kill him. So first, 2 attack. Oh, that's a miss. That's a miss. We have to shuffle this deck afterwards. That is a miss. But the second one, -1. So that is 0. Oh my god. And then I can push him. 2 spaces and put a model on him. Well, let's just push him 1, 2 spaces then, right? And then a model on him. That was annoying. Okay. That was so unfortunate. We need to remember we need to shuffle this deck, so I'll just put it on top here. And then we have this one, where I have 4 in movement. I'm planning on doing the bottom part where we can move 4 spaces. And then we're going to do... it's actually both the heal cards I have played here. Oh my god. And he has poison on him. Oh. I will. Oh, no, I will. We will get them back at some point, right? I am going to move 4 spaces. But first, before we do that, I do have an ally within range 3. They can perform a 2 attack in range 3. So they're going to attack him. And he only needs 1 in damage. So he will do an attack 2 on him. So we are going to hopefully 0. So he gets 2 in damage. That is up to 7. So he dies. So we're going to place a coin. He was there. That was number 4. So we killed our first enemy. And we got a coin. And then this, I can move 4 spaces. I can move 4. He cannot attack because he is stunned. So I can move 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could go up here and grab the coin. I do dare it since... oops, we got a coin. Since he cannot attack us. So it's his turn. He can't attack and he's not going to move. So he is just going to remove these tokens again. Since he was stunned. And that is the end of the round. We need to reshuffle this deck. So again, the Demolitionist got the miss card. We haven't got it for this one. But then again, they haven't used their cards yet. I can just put them up here so we can take them down there, I think. Yeah. That was so unlucky. Didn't get anything. Oh, I think I'll take off right there. So, Okay, we need to find some cards. We need to deal him 3 damage before he's going to attack us, hopefully. Okay, I have chosen cards again, and we have a number 15, and we have a number 19, and up here we have a number 19. And they are going to do a move, and then an attack, and they will deal a curse. And they both have 19. I think we will go first when we have the same initiative number. So this time, this is going first, and then this one and this one. Just double check. If we have a tie, then the character is going to go first. So we are going first before the monsters. Okay. So with this one, I was thinking about disarming him, and I could force him. I can force to move him. And with the bottom part, at the start of your next 5 turns, perform a curse, range 2, action. So I think I'm going to use the bottom part, where I will place it. I think I will place it up here. So at the start of your next 5 turns, then we can, if we have a monster in range 2, then I can add a curse. Oh, is that not a smart thing to do now? Maybe that's not a smart thing to do now, since we are most likely going to kill him, right? So maybe we should wait with that one. Instead, I could just do a basic movement. Are we ready to open the door here? I think we are about where we need to do a rest. And they are going to move and spawn and do stuff. So I think it's better not to. I think instead I will in a range of 3, I will disarm him so he's not going to attack at least. He's not going to attack. But he is going to move, but he's not, since he's adjacent to me. So I will disarm him so he's not going to attack. Then I can force to move him. And yeah, I don't need to move him for his sake, because he has a ranged attack of 2. Yeah, but then I need to move him 1 space, right? I can just move him 1 space. Eller do they have to perform a 2 movement then? Do they have to move 2 times? Force a target to perform move 2. Where I control where they're going to move. Yeah, maybe they have to move 2 spaces. That was not the best here, guys. Then I can move 2 spaces. I don't think I want to go into this room yet. It's too early. I think it's too early. So this is a bit of a waste. Should I then play the card? If now we do not kill him. Yeah, I will play the card because we need to earn some XP too, right? So let's just play the card. Oh, but I can't play the card if I do the top part. Oh, I didn't. I did the top part of this one. Yes. Confusing myself. Okay, so it is his turn. Let's see what he has. He has that he can activate, so he can, on his next 2 attacks, he can get +2. Or he can put a token here so he can double his movement in the next turn. If he attacks him, he will have a disadvantage since he has he's standing next to him. That was not actually the plan, but I think I had to move him 2 spaces, right? But I could also, of course, move him this way instead. I could move him this way, and then he wouldn't be able to. He was here. I could move him 1 space here, because he has a range of 4. Yeah, I think I will do like that then. Then, does he want to add +2 to his attack of him? Yeah, because we definitely want to kill him. So he is going to use the... Oh no, he can't. He's going to use the bottom part of this card. So we're going to place it... let's place it over here. We will place it here. That is fine. And then he will... For his next movement, he will get double movement. And then he's going to attack him on a range of 4 with attack 2. And hopefully we will get a plus this time. Minus again? So he only gets 1 in damage. That was annoying. So we have to use 1 more round to kill him. Okay. Then he is going to move, but he is adjacent to me, so he's not going to move. He's going to focus on me, and he cannot attack because he's disarmed, so he's not going to attack. We still need to deal with this guy. And we didn't have anything we need to reshuffle, so we just have 2 cards left. This is pretty high numbers, so I'm just going to take the lowest number here. And for this one, he has 37 here. So he is going to do like this. Okay, so we have number 68 and 37. And let's look what this guy has. 27, so he's going to go first. Oh my god. So he's going to self-heal. He's going to self-heal 1. So he's going to go down to 3. And then he's going to move, but he will not. He's adjacent to me. Then he's going to attack. Oh, he is actually going to move because he has a ranged attack. Oh, and if he moves here, it doesn't matter. If he moves here, then he's going to attack there. And he's going to have a disadvantage. If he's here, he's going to have a disadvantage. If he's here, he's going to have a disadvantage. I can't move him to any place where he's not going to have a disadvantage. So he's going to stay where he is. And since I'm the closest one. And then he's going to attack with a -1. So he attacks with 1. 1 plus -1, 0. Woo! That was lucky. I'm not going to get a damage. Oh, we didn't do the order here, by the way. So the order is like this. So he went first. Okay, so he didn't give me any damage. He also drew -1 and had -1 on that one. Okay. Then it is his turn. And he does have an attack 3, so he can use his... He can move up to 3 spaces. Yeah, I think he will just move 1, 2, and then he's going to... then he's just going to... He could have done move 3 and do a push, but that doesn't make sense here. Then he is going to do a free attack and a model. So he has a free attack and a model on this card. Let's see if we can give +2. Okay, so he gives 5 in damage. He is dying. He is dying. So we're going to get a coin. And he is out. Finally, we got rid of them both. We just have a lot more we need to deal with. Okay. And then it's our turn. Oh, we actually have a loot. We can do a loot. And then a strength on a range of 3. So I'm going to loot this one. With the bottom part here. So we are looting. Then we have a strength. We can put... I think I will give him the strength. He deserves to get some more strength. So he can get an advantage the next time in a range of 3. And then the next card here, I can heal in a range of 2 and 2 targets. And all allies who remove a poison with this heal gain a blessing. So you can see this is pretty good, this top part. So, but I'm fully healed. We both have fully healed. And a range of 2 and I can target 2. But then again, all allies who remove a poison, he does remove a poison when I heal him. Then he gets a blessing. And that means that he's going to get something good in his deck. We are going to find one of these. Oops, we have to go here. He's going to get one of these into his deck. So we can shuffle that one into his deck. Shuffle a bless card into the attack modifier deck. So I guess we will just take this one and shuffle into the deck. So he now has one more of the 2 times. That was a pretty good turn, I think. And then we have used all of our cards. So now we have 2 things we can choose from. Did we have any decks that need? This one needs to be reshuffled. This one didn't have anything, no. And then we have now we could do a short rest and then get a turn in the next turn, but instead we're just going to do a long rest. We don't have any enemies, no one is going to attack us, so we are just going to do a long rest. And this means I can choose which card I want to destroy, to remove. I can heal 2, but I don't have anything to heal. At the start of the next 5 turns, perform a curse. Boom, boom, boom. He acted first and killed him. So I actually needed to remove this. I needed to move that one space. And I also, even though we are doing a rest, I still need to move it 1 space. I forgot to move it before. And this one just stays until he moves. I think I will remove this one then. I have all of the cards are good, so I don't like removing cards from my hand. And for him, for her, I also need to remove a card. Tag a mod. I will just remove this one. All good cards. I will just put it underneath this one. So that is cards. Maybe, yeah. So this is lost cards. I had to choose 2. So I'm going to choose new cards, and now we need to enter this space so we can open this room, and then all the things in the room, they will spawn. So let's choose some cards with a lot of movement, and he can actually get more movement, double the movement. And then this one is going to the discard pile. I have found some cards again, and this one we're going on initiative 43 and on initiative 19. And they are going on 27. And we have to reshuffle afterwards. Well, at least I have a healing. Of course, if he deals damage, then they would heal and move and do damage. And so, in this case, we have the order like this. Our Demolitionist, Sea Lord, and the Voidwarden. Oh! We actually don't. We don't have any of these guys. I don't have to draw a card from them. At the moment, we don't have any of them. We are not in a room with any, right? Oh, I'm just going to shuffle this one again, because we are not supposed to flip any cards for them, since we haven't opened the room. But in a moment, I can just shuffle these 2. Then we are going to when we enter this room, then we are going to spawn, and then we are going to flip the initiative. She is first, so she can either move 4 or move 2, but she has this one. So when they do their move, they're going to double up their move. So they're going to take this one where they can move 8 spaces. 8 spaces. So they're going to move 1, 2 of their 8 spaces, and they're going to use their jump So I can flip this jump. So they're going to use the jump ability on this turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 8. They can't get over here. Okay, we entered here, and then we just have to do a break because they have to finish their turn afterwards. But first, we need to fill up here. We're going to have one white elite up, one white Sea Lord up here. We're going to have one up here. So we're going to place one up there. No one there. Then we're going to have a yellow elite of these, what they called? They were called giant vipers. One up here. And then we're going to have one right there. And one right there. Then we're going to have a treasure. We're going to have a coin. Oh, we're not going to put in this room. We are not in that room yet. That one is out. We are only this room we are going to set up. No one there and no one there. But we're going to have a treasure. We're going to have a coin. And then we have a trap. And a trap. So let's put a die with a number 3 on them. Which means 3 in damage. There we go. Okay. Now the room is set up. And I think, did we have to read something? I think there was something. When any character opens the first door, read section 1 above. You burst into the cargo hold, and a foul smell hits you in the face. A river of sticky black liquid flows through the ship, pouring between the various cracks in the hull. The source appears to be beyond the far door. But first, you'll have to fight your way past more ruffians and their pets. Okay, and then we have to read number 2 when we enter the second door. So it's pretty smelly in here. I can see all this we have in the center here, and it requires 2 movement. But we can't jump, and I'm using my jump. So he moved. Oh, before we do that, we still have to flip cards for these. So for him, we have to flip his initiative. He's going, oh, we still got that one, 27. So he's going to go between us. He's going here, and then we have to flip a card for these ones. 58, they're going to go last. So then we have this one, the giant viper. And they're going to move and attack, and they will immobilize, so you can't move on your next turn if you get that one. But he is not afraid. He moved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going straight for the treasure. Let's go, guys. Let's go. That is number 10. So let's look at number 10. We need to have this one. Number 10. Faithful Compass, item 27. Oh, so he gets item 27. Oh, what is 27? That is from behind here, I think. 27 is this one. Wow, this is worth 25 gold. Wow. During your turn, force one enemy within when it's free to perform a 2-move action without you with you controlling the action, and then you have to lose it. Wow. And the good thing is, he doesn't have. You may only have one of these items with this symbol, and he doesn't. He has a foot and he has a hand. You can have 2 of the hand symbols. Ooh, he might even want to use it right ahead, and then he has to discard it. But he's still going to have it, but he can't use it anymore in this game. Force one enemy when it's free to perform a move 2 action. So he could move him into this trap, or you can move him into that trap. Oh, I think he might want to use it this turn. I think he might want to use it. But let's see how his attack is going to go. Because this was his movement, and he have used this one up here. So we are going to flip this to the side because he has used it. but I think I'll just put it in his, actually I think we had to put it like this or something. Yeah, but he has used it, so I'm just going to put it in his discard pile. That card is used. And then he's going to do a free attack, and he will add +2 attack and gain 1 XP if the target is adjacent to a wall. So he's actually going to attack him. He's adjacent to the wall. So he's going to attack him with a +5, and he's going to gain his first XP. So let's just... This die we're going to track, the blue die we're going to track XP. So he's going to gain his first XP. He's adjacent to a wall. 5 in damage plus 0. So he gets 5 in damage. He is number 9. Number 9. I should have taken the large one then. That is why I should have taken the large one. Okay, let's just exchange that one. But he only needs 3 damage to be killed. So he is immediately killed. It was a surprise attack. He didn't see it coming. We just came, jumped over his head, and then woof, knocked him over. Dead. Off he go. Okay. That was his turn there. We put a coin, and then he wants to deal with this guy too, because he can use his sword here. During your single target melee attack ability, attack any one enemy within 2 hexes. So I can attack him, and he's not adjacent to a wall, but I will attack him with 3. So this one I will flip to the side. So when we do a long rest, then we will activate these 2 cards again. Oh yeah, because now I'm in this area, of course. But we need to get out here. We just need to kill him too. Okay, so a free attack on him. +0. That is enough, because he only needs 3 in damage. So he is also going to be killed. Whoops. Off with these giant vipers. They are nothing to our little Quatryl Demolitionist. She killed them both. We didn't even get to use the traps, and we still have this card where he can move 1. And otherwise we could have just put them into this trap and they would have died. But I just thought we could use this one, her ability there. Okay, well then it is these guys doesn't get to act because they were wiped out. Oh, these guys are not going to act. They were wiped out of the board. They were going to move and have a +1 on their attack, and they were going to immobilize. Yeah, then it's his turn. What is he going to do? He is going to heal. Then he's going to move. He's going to move 2 + 1, 3 spaces. And he can't see me. I'm outside of the door. He can only see him. He can't see this one over here. If he had been standing here, I think he would have been able to see it. They're going to move towards him. So they're going to move 1, 2, 3. Then they're going to do an attack in range 2. They have a range of 1, 2, 3, 4. So they are out of range. They can't reach. And then we have to remember we have to shuffle their deck. Then it's that turn. And this one we can remove again for the time being until we enter this room up here. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I'm definitely going to... I'm going to move him into the trap. When you pull or push... No, that is a movement, so I can't move him into the trap. I can only move him out in this area. Oh, that was a little... No, we can move 4 spaces with this card. We can move up to 4 spaces. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3. What was that one? That one was going to attack on a range of 2. I don't want it to attack me. If I can push him, I can disarm him and push him. Yeah, so maybe I will go 1, 2. I can also use my jumping. Or maybe I should save my jumping. What was it? I can 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. He is in a range of 3. So I will use the top part where I'm going to disarm him, so he's not going to attack. And then I can force him to move 2 spaces. Where do I want to move him to? I think I can't move him into a trap, since it is a 2 move and it costs 1 movement to go out here. So I think I will just move him this way, up here. I will move him that way. 1, 2. He's not in 2 in range, so we can't attack him. Yeah, because we need to go this way. So we will move him that way. We will move him that way. And then... Oh, but it... Yeah, the Shabalot had turned before me. So they moved before me, and then I moved. Yes. That is it. Oh, wow. She was pretty tough, our chili guy. Then, let's see. I think she might need to use her shoes this turn. Alright, guys. I have found some cards again. 23 and 37. I think we have a plan. And this is... Just remove these because they are not on the board at the moment. Yeah, we have to reshuffle this one. So let's just do a little reshuffle. At least they're not going to attack us this turn. I got that card again. How do I do it? So there we have Voidwarden first. And then this one is going to go in action. And they are going to a range of 2, but they are also going to move. So this time, I think we are going... No, they can't attack, but they are going to move though. Okay, I had a plan that I was going to use my jumping shoes. So we can jump. And then I can move... I would want it to move with this one. I can move 3 spaces, and then I can model in a range of 3. Oh, I can make sure that they can't move. Ha! So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. We can grab a little coin. And then 1, 2, 3. So we're going to attack on a range of 3. The first time they're going to attack, it's this one that has done all the attacking. 0, so they're going to get 3 in damage. 3 in damage to number 1. Number 1 is going to get 3 in damage. There we go. That was their turn. Then it's... Oh, and they are going to get a model. Model. That was the... What? Oh, wait a minute. Model, it was just... they're going to get a model. So it's just a disadvantage. Okay, it's just a disadvantage when they're going to attack. It was not movement. So let's look at this. First, they're going to heal 1. So they're going to heal 1. So they have 2 in damage. Then they're going to move 3 spaces. And they can't attack us because they have this one on them. But they are going towards us then. And this one requires 2 spaces. And this is 1 movement. So I think they're just going to go adjacent to us since they can't attack. Otherwise they should stay put at this space because they have a ranged attack. Yeah, maybe they will stand there because they have a ranged attack. But they can't attack us because they have this token on them. And if they did attack, they would have a disadvantage. So they are not going to attack us. And we have to shuffle the deck. You know what? I'm just going to shuffle the deck now. Maybe I can get something else than that card. I'm just shuffling. And then we are going to take off right there. There's only 4 cards in the deck though. Oh, I absolutely have forgotten this one. I have to move this, and then I would earn an XP. And if I was in range of 2, I could give them a card, but I wasn't. I have been in a range of 3. So I actually think I have used this 2 times now. We have that one, and then that turn. Yeah, so I think this one, we are going to have 2 in XP. And then this card is discarded. We have lost this card then, because we used the bottom part here. But we did gain 2 XP. I just forgot. I have forgotten to move that token. Yeah. So I think that was all we had. 4 turns. Otherwise it would be in the next turn. Then it would be out. Then it is this guy. And they are going to move and push. I can push one adjacent enemy. So they can go 1, 2, 3. So they have a move 3. Oh, and then I can push 1 space. So I'm going to push him 1 space in here. So they're going to get 3 in damage. 3 in damage. That was this card. Move 3 and push. And that space could require 2 in movement. So we are going to remove the trap. And he's going to go up to 5 in damage. There we go. So he only needs 1 more damage. And then he's going to attack with attack 2. +1, that is 3. So he's going to die. So we didn't get to our second attack where we could also push and do stuff. So he is dying. We're going to place a coin. And then he is out. Out, out, out. Whoa, that was effective, I think. And we are down to 2 cards here. So I think it's time for us to do maybe we will just loot and then do a rest. So I think we can take 1 more turn where we're going to loot some coins. And then we're going to rest afterwards. I even have a loot card here. So, but they don't have any coins. But they did get an item worth of 25 coins, right? So yeah, they're just going to play their last 2 cards. So this one can at least go first, so they can get 1 coin. So they can grab maybe that coin there. So the other one can go and loot the other cards. Yeah. Okay, we are just going to flip these because we don't have any enemies in the room at the moment. So we can put this one up there, and this one is going first. Our chili. Did we have anything where we needed to shuffle? No, we didn't. No. It is the demolitionist that is doing all the attacking. I think they have attacked once, right? Oh. Yeah, but they have some other powers they are using. So we are just going to use... Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to move. It costs 2 movement to move to this space. So they're just going to move 2 spaces. And they can't use their attack for anything. Just going to grab this coin. And then, that depends how far can we move. I didn't think about that. Because they don't really have any movement left. So it might be... Oh, okay, maybe we should move him to this space instead then. Then they can at least loot this one. So he went over here instead. And looted that one. Yeah, I think. Because then I can just do a basic movement of 2. And we can do healing. But we don't have any damage. So it doesn't matter. We don't have any poison. So he's going... No, he can't even... That is... Oh, man. It doesn't matter what it does. It doesn't matter which coin he took. Well, let's just put him back. It doesn't really matter. Because we don't really have any movement. We have used our jumping shoes. So I can just move 1 space closer. I can't move to any of these spaces because it costs 2. We don't have any movement. So that was a bit of a waste, right? That was a bit of a waste. Okay. they are both going to do maybe they should just do a short rest then. Then we're not going to... Yeah, do you know what? Back with my cards, because then I could at least... I could at least loot, even though I can't loot, but I can do a strength of 3. So I could put a strength token. I will put it on him, since he's so good at attacking. And then we will do a short rest. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards. No, we are not going to do a short rest. Never mind. Because we want our cards back. If we do a short rest, we are not going to get these back. But now, since we are going to do a long rest, we will get these back. So these are going to be flipped. We don't have any enemies that can attack us. And we haven't used this one yet. We haven't used that one yet. So we are going to choose which card we are going to lose. I don't think we need all the healing, right? But I need movement. Okay, so both of them, they discarded the card. So this one took this one with a healing and the movement. I don't force enemies to move. I don't think it matters that much now. And this one took attack 3 and then move 2. So that is the cards they removed. And now I have selected cards for them. So 19 and 33. So he's going first and then she's going. And he is going to use his jumping shoes. Jumping shoes are going to be used. They are both going to use their jumping shoes because of the terrain we have. Oops. He's going to move 4. Going to take the move 4. So they are going to move 1, 2, and then we need to read and set up the room. So we still have 2 movement left. The smell gets even worse when you finally open the door to the back cabin. More of these robbed madmen are performing some sort of incantation over an altar piled high with severed limbs and unidentifiable mounds of flesh. With the flies buzzing and the strange guttural howls, all you want to do is get as far away as possible. But you have a job to do, so you commence with the killing. Okay, so we have a job to do here. We want to get out of here. It's smelling so bad. And he still have 2 movements. So he's going 1, 2. So he can attack this guy over here. Oh, before we do that, we need to get guys in. So we are going to get 1 yellow of these. And then we're going to get a white one over here. And nothing there. And then we're going to get a coin up here. So that is the last we need to set up. Yes. And then we're going to draw. We're going to shuffle their deck and draw a card for each of them. To see which initiative they're going to go on. This one is going on 43. And it is going to move, and it can jump, and it's going to attack all adjacent enemies. And this one. So this is the same number as this one. So it's going after this character, the giant viper. Will be going there. And this one, can it be something else than 23? No, 27? No, it can't. 27 again. Of course it is. So it will go in between here. That is apparently one I can draw for that guy. Oh well. He still have 2 movement. So he's going 1, 2. And then he is going with this attack. Where he gets... Just put you in on. He's going to the top attack here. Attack 3, add +2 to the attack and gain 1 XP if the target is adjacent to a wall. And he is adjacent to a wall, so we are going to gain 1 more XP. So we're going to go up to 2, and we're going to attack with 5. Plus -1. So he's going to get 4 in damage. And he is number 3. Number 3 is going to get 4 in damage. And then, what do we have here? I can also move 2 spaces, doesn't matter here. During your single attack, melee attack ability, attack any one enemy within 2 hexes. Oh, if he had standing here, he would have been able to attack him. But he can attack him again. So we're going to attack him with +1. What if it had been range? No, no. But it didn't say anything about range. Just that it's a spear. So I don't think he has a disadvantage then, right? Attack one enemy within 2 hexes. And he attacks him again with a +1. So he is dead. He is out of there. Dead. And we do get a coin. Do it. I think she is killing all of them. Has she killed any? I don't think so. But of course they have abilities where they can get the other one to attack. Okay. So this is this one is out. So they don't even get to do a turn. Then it's our void. And they have 1 ally within range 2 may perform a 4 attack. But there are no enemies adjacent to them, so it doesn't matter. Oh, but they can move 4 spaces. And they can't really do anything. They can move 1, 2, 3, 4. But then they can't do anything. Because this is 1 ally within range 2 may perform a 4 attack. So they could perform a 4 attack. Could also be myself, right? Could it? Yeah, it must be myself. I could also be myself, but I'm not adjacent, and I can't stand on this base because it's an obstacle. So they couldn't attack anyone, and they couldn't reach the coins. So it's this one's turn. Let's see what it is going to do. It is going to move, and it wants to stay adjacent to us. So it's just going to move. How far does it move? It has 5 health, moves 2 spaces, and will give 2 in damage. We can just swap this one over here instead. Okay, so this one just needs to move 1 space. And then it is going to attack with a -1, so it is going to deal 1 in damage. But it targets all adjacent characters. Ooh! Oh, it had the +1, so it can actually. Do you know what it's going to do? It's going to go 1, 2, 3. It's going to stand right there because it could move +1. And it moved 2 + 1, 3. So it's going to attack both of us. And it's going to attack with a -1. But, yeah. And it's going to poison us. That is its ability. It's going to poison us. So we are both going to be poisoned. So first it's going to attack this one. Plus, so she's going to get 1 in damage. So she's going to go down to 5. And she will get a poison token. So the next time she will get a damage, she will get +1 in damage. Then she's going to attack this one. -1. So that is 0 in damage. But they are going to be poisoned. So they are going to get poison. But we only need to kill that one. And it only has 5 in health, right? I think we can get it now. We need to shuffle this deck. Just need to kill that one. We can shuffle this deck. And do we want to get close in on the combat? This is our final combat we have. This was an obstacle, so we couldn't stand on that space. And this one is standing on a coin, so we would be able to get a coin there. Oh, we also left coins in this room. Well, we didn't have time for it. We didn't have time for the coins. We wanted to kill the enemies. Okay. I can do a self-heal here. So I can remove that one and go up to fully health. Yeah. But we just need to kill that guy. hard can that be? All right. I have an attack 3, but I need to be on a. Oh, maybe we should use this. One ally within range 3 may perform at 6 attack. Yeah, that is time. That is time. Then for a top one, I will just take these 2 then. I can just do a basic attack of 2. So 23 first, and then for this one, we just want to. I didn't even get to use this one. Where we could also earn XP when we attack. Well, I definitely want to use this one, where we can attack multiple times. So, and we can take the stun. We can stun it and then attack. Even though it's not high numbers, but we are going with this. For the last turn, most likely. Right. Let's flip our cards. 23 and 42. And this one is going to get 43. What is it with me? I can only shuffle these ones. That it's going to go last. This one is going to go first. Okay. Aha. Then I am going to use this ability. And then I'm going to use... Here I'm just going to use the basic that I'm going to do at an attack 2. So I'm just going to use something weapon, an attack of 2. So I'm going to attack. +0. It's going to get 2 in damage then. Just 2 in damage. An attack of 2. And this has number 4. 4. There. But it only has 5 in health. And now I'm going to use this one on an ally within range 3. They may attack with attack 6. If they do, they will suffer 2 damage. So they have 8 in health, no worries, they can suffer 2 in damage. But this card is going to be lost, and they're going to draw, if this is a miss, it's not, 5 in damage. So they're going to give 5 in damage, so this one is going to die. And leave a coin, and then they are going to remove 2 in health. They will going to lose 2 in health in that case. So, they still have their turn. So they can go and loot. That's the only thing. Did they play a loot card? I don't think so. Oh, they did! I didn't even think of it. I was going to use the top part, but this is a loot card. So they could attack and then loot. But they're just going to loot all of these nice juicy coins. And that is it. Yeah! We managed the scenario 3 too, and I think we did it pretty good. I think. Yeah. Then we need to read the conclusion. So we need to find this supplemental scenario book, and then we're going to look at the first page, then number 3, the black ship, and then we're going to read our conclusion. It certainly doesn't give you pleasure shifting through the human remains on the altar, but it does end up proving useful in between the bouts of vomiting. You find a necklace, one Sandy described in detail as never leaving the neck of her husband. With this in hand, you can bring at least some peace to the blacksmith's widow and inform the city guard about this whole situation. Still, you have a sneaking suspicion this isn't the end of the trail. These robbed men were certainly all underlings, which means Roland is still out there. One could make the argument that this is the city guard's job. But you search the cabin of the ship anyway and find a curious map. It is a crude depiction of the boiler district, and one building is clearly marked. Surely it couldn't hurt to check it out. And then we get a new location. A ritual in stone, number 4. So let's do our sticker. We have number 4, a ritual stone. And that was on C2. So we're going over here. Oh, it looks like this one is going to explode or something. We have to place it. The little house here. So this one is saying boom. we have this one that is saying boom. That is going to look like it's going to explode. And then we are going to cross number 3 over here. We have been at this space. So now we have been at number 1, 2, and 3. So next time it's going to be this space. After we have completed our scenario 3, we have to refresh everything, and we have to remember to remove all blesh and curse cards. And we have to, our gold, we have to add our gold. And then each character, they're going to get a reward of 6 experience. And then the experience we gained, so that we are going to mark in our book. Okay, and then we also gained a perk, which means that we on our character sheet can get one of the right side bonuses, and which could also release some of the cards we have in our deck with the halt on them. So let's take a look at these two. First for Luna. So for Luna, she's going to get 6 XP plus the 2, so she's going to get 8 XP. So she's going to have 8 XP. And it requires 45 to get to level 2. And then she has 3 coins, which is going to count as 6 gold. So she's going to have 16 gold. So she could actually buy something. And then she gets to cross one of her perks out. So let me take you closer on this. So for Luna, we now have 8 XP. She has 16 gold. And then we can remove 2 -1 cards, or we can remove a -2 card. This one, replace 1 0 with a +1 card. Replace 1 0 with a +1 with this type of card. Okay, that's the symbols that are on them. We can replace a -1 with 1 +0 with a +0 with a heal of an ally. So that must be the one in the halt, I guess. And we can add 1 plus heal 1 ally card, or we can add a +1 with a poison card. We can add 1 +3 card. We can add 1 +1 with a curse card. So we have to choose. We have to choose. And that we have to do for both of them. And let's see with Chili here. She also is going to get 8 XP. And she has 4 coins, so she's going to get 8. She had 0, so she has 8 now. 8 gold. And what are we going to choose? What are we going to choose? Should we just remove? I mean, she's not using her deck that often, right? Add a plus card with a hit, but I would like to get rid of some of all these minus cards. Maybe I should remove 2 -1 or the -2. I think that is where I'm going to start. I think she will remove 2 -1 cards. And Chili is going to... hers is different. Remove 4 0 cards or remove 2 -1. Remove a -2 card and 1 +1 card. Add a +0. All adjacent enemies suffers 1 damage. Yeah. Or maybe she should remove... I think she will remove 2 -1 cards too. Let's get some of the -1 cards out. So they can both, from the deck, remove 2 -1 cards. And she also needs to remove her blessing. It was at the bottom, her blessing. Wasn't it that card? Yeah, it was. It was that card that was the blessing. So that was at the bottom of her deck. She was never going to get to that one, right? And these two are out of her deck. And the same you're going to do with her. Oh, that was at the bottom. Minus and minus. We upgraded the decks so they don't have that much minus in them. And that is it for scenario 3. We smashed through the boat, got rid of them all, and now I'm pretty sure they're going to run fast out because it was smelly on this ship. So next time we're going to go to scenario 4, and then we will learn some more rules that are going to be added to the game. And I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. And yeah, maybe I will see you next time when we do scenario 4. Thanks for watching.